How's it going, YouTube? I know it's been a while since I posted a video. I think last month I did a couple of quickies where I just kind of went on some, uh, off-topic subjects. But I got a new parka. Actually, I got a couple of new parkas that came in last year. The white one that's behind me to my right is a Canada Weather Guard. I got the original tags here, or I'm sorry, Canada Weather Gear. And I want to warn you that on the ad on Facebook Marketplace where I bought this, I paid about $100 for it. They said that it was downfilled. And they've got this really cool little tag that's got some sort of material. Looks to be polyfill, or maybe it's thinsulate. I don't know. It doesn't say thinsulate on any of this stuff. But let me show you real quick. I can tell you it's not down. It kind of feels spongy like the way down is. But I'm going to tell you a difference between this and the Expedition that I got. So first of all, and I was going to do some temperature conversions, but I kind of forgot. So this says 15 degrees Celsius if you're doing activity, or low activity, I'm sorry. And then 20 or minus 20 degrees Celsius if you're doing moderate activity, like if you're hiking. So 15 degrees Celsius, that's somewhere above freezing. Well, obviously, 0 is freezing. So I'm going to say 15 is probably around 40 degrees. And I would say this, yeah, you might be able to wear this at 40 if you're doing absolutely nothing. Moderate exercise, I don't know. I haven't been doing a lot of that lately. I've been wearing this all day today. We were riding in a car. We went to Fargo. Number one, I wanted to see how dirty it would get. I put this in the washing machine. I absolutely cleaned it. It had a little bit of dust from in my closet, and it would not brush off. So I ran it through the wash. You're supposed to wash this one, gentle cycle, cold water, and then tumble dry low with a shoe or something to fluff it back up. I didn't really have a shoe, and I didn't have anything that I didn't think would mark up this white fabric. I absolutely love the white fabric and the way this looks. But there's a couple of problems. And I'm going to try this parka on, and then I'm going to try on my good old reliable black Expedition that's right behind me. And I'll show you the differences. I think I got a... Now, let me aim the camera a little bit. Oh yeah. There we go. So I can kind of stand back and show you the process I'm going through to put this on. Alright. First off, the zipper goes all the way to the bottom. I don't know if this is in frame. This has a what I would call a non-separating zipper, means it does not separate from the bottom. So if you want to sit or something, this zipper is sliding really nice right now. Okay, it's starting to catch. Maybe I got to put some wax on it, but it's a plastic zipper. You shouldn't have to put anything on plastic. Metal zippers, yes. Now, this has snaps for the storm flap. I kind of don't like that because you got to fumble with it a little bit to get them to snap. It's really tight in the neck. Okay, that kind of bugs me a little bit that's like that. And I guess you don't have to zip it all the way up. I guess you leave it just like that. But I'll show you in a minute how that could be, if you're trying to stay warm, a little cumbersome. These snaps do absolutely nothing. They're for show. Unless they're for maybe retaining like a leash on a glove or a mitten. Maybe you can thread that on here. Other than that, they kind of catch on things, get in the way. So this is actually pretty roomy. I forgot what size I ordered. Let me see what it says on the tags real quick. Extra large. So I am a 2X officially. Like if I buy a shirt, a t-shirt, and it's a good one, then I go 2X and it feels nice, loose, and roomy. This is, there's some space in here. You could layer a little bit. I have a ultralight down, Eddie Bauer ultralight down. I'm pretty sure I could fit this on here before I put this on. Psst, Loki, get out of here. Come on. I got a cat. Here, he wants to frame drop. Well, now he's running away from me. I guess he doesn't want to be on video. He just wants to be heard. Attention getter. Yes, you are. Here. Oh, you're going to run away from me again. All right, enough of that nonsense. So, if you're really trying to stay warm with this thing, 15 below, I think, translates to about 10 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm not sure. I know Fahrenheit and Celsius equal at 40 below. So, all right. There's lots of snaps on this thing. So here's the hood. Now, I've been wearing this all day. And as you can see, the hood is right in front of my face. You can roll the fur back. And then you can see like this. But you're not doing your face any favors if you're trying to stay warm. Now, there's a little bit of Velcro here. And this is where you got to have it fastened, the zipper fastened all the way at the neck. So the Velcro sticks pretty good, I guess. But it doesn't really help the shape of this. It still hangs down in front of your eyes. You can't see unless you're looking at the ground. And then if you tilt your head forward, it sticks down even further. So this is strike number one against this coat. Number two, so a friend of mine and I, we like to take long trips, and sometimes it's cold. And if it's a long enough trip, I might actually sit down in the passenger seat and take a nap. And if I'm wearing my parka, I'll pull my hood over my face like this and block out light, noise, whatever. So this is me simulating laying back in a car like this. And this fur is literally getting sucked into my mouth, into my nose, and it kind of bothers me. Now, I'm not going to say that's strike two, but so all three of my Canada Goose parkas, and yes, I said three, I got another one, another snow mantra. I'll show you that in a minute. They have wire bracing in the hood, so you can literally do this and it will stay there. This one, gravity is doing a pretty good job pulling it down. There's no string in here either to pull it tight around your face to try to keep warm. So it wasn't really windy. Uh-oh. Yeah, see, this zipper catches a little bit. So I couldn't really say if this is going to keep my face warm. I'm assuming it will because it covers your view, so therefore it will keep the wind off of your eyes. Now, there are some pretty good arrangement of pockets. You got two bellows pockets here, and they're nice and large and roomy, but they snap closed you have to deal with that. There's 2 hand warmer pockets. They're not very heavy, and they're lined with a nylon material. I don't know if you can see or not. The hood itself has no insulation other than the fleece it's lined with on the inside. And that is fairly warm, but we started off at about 11 degrees this morning and got up to 27. And the whole time, this stayed comfortable. I wasn't over warm, and I wasn't under warm. So that's a pretty good idea for temperature range. And then I was sitting in the car most of the time. The guy had the heat going in the car. So that's something to take into consideration too. And I was not burning up like I do with my Canada Goose parkas. So there's that pocket. There's a pocket here, which is big enough for your wallet. And just to give you an idea, phone, wallet, keys. I would say if I put my keys in this pocket right here, this is going to be strike 2, I guess. There's not a lot of space here to keep your keys from just falling out. So keys would go in this pocket. That's fine. Your phone, this is an older phone because I'm using my phone to record this. That fits in there real nice. But my Galaxy S10e that has an OtterBox on it will not fit in this pocket. It kind of barely will, but you got to mess around with it a lot. So, okay, so you take your wallet if you're shopping. Probably take that out more than your phone anyway. So it goes in there. And then you have an interior pocket. Now, see, it's catching again. All the way down here, phone goes in there. And that's a good deep pocket. And it's just fastened with Velcro. The only 2 places Velcro are on this parka are on the hood and right there. So if I was to say, give Canada Weather Gear any advice, I'd say, the pockets aren't bad. Get rid of the snaps. Put Velcro on here. I guess people like snaps. I don't. They take up a lot of time. And then there's a small pocket here. This is way too small for a phone. You can see right there, it just barely goes in there. The A10e or S10e will not fit in there at all. And that's all the pockets this has. Last thing I'm going to say, and this worries me over the length of time. So first of all, this is the first time I wore this coat today at length. I've tried it on. I kind of messed around outside with it a little bit, and it's okay. All right, this one I've had for 5 going on 6 years, maybe longer. There's some issues with it, but lifetime guarantee, issues get taken care of. Most of them anyway. This guarantee, as soon as you leave the store, I guess. All right. Oh, and there's these nice ribbed cuffs on the inside of the sleeves. Forgot to tell you that. There's some filling coming out. Now this has polyfill, as I said, and you can feel that sponginess in your armpits, and you can feel that sponginess here when you curl your bicep. Now over time, that's going to pack and eventually let cold in. Now you can launder this frequently. It'll wear out faster. But that should keep your fill in better shape than if you just, washed it once a year. Or, it depends. We'll see how much I wear it. So, yeah, I can see over time that this will get matted though. We'll see how it holds up. I'm not a big fan of polyester. I like the down better. All right. So that's the Canada Weather Gear. This is its, equivalent, if you can call it that. Now this, according to Canada Goose, is a TEI 5, which is supposed to be their warmest rating of their parka. But the Snow Goose, or I should say the Snow Mantra, is on a whole nother level, but they still call it TEI 5. Now the material on this feels a lot smoother, feels a lot higher quality. This has kind of a grainy feel to it, this lining. It's not bad, it's not uncomfortable. But this one feels silky smooth compared to that one. So here's one thing the weather gear doesn't have. And 6 years ago, I bought this at an independent retailer. I'm not going to mention a name because there's no sponsorship here or anything. For the retail price, $950 for 6 years ago. There's a snow skirt. So that keeps warmth from the bottom, and if you happen to tumble down a snow hill, snow's not getting in there. The zipper is at arm's length instead of way down at the bottom. It is a separating zipper. So, if you want to sit down, and then it's Velcro, so see, I'm all done. If you want to sit down, that zips up, and you sit down. The other thing kind of bunches up around you when you sit. All right. To go all the way up, you got to pull the hood up. Now I have this one already adjusted. There's bungees to adjust the hood. Those are the only adjustments you get. One for the one around the face, and one that kind of goes to the back to take up slack in the back of the hood. So that's all the way zipped up. Now this goes up to my chin. There's a little, like a synthetic fur chin guard here. It is nice and soft for that area. On this one, there's nothing on the inside to keep you from the zipper at all. So you feel that zipper slide right there on your chin. And this is already ready to go. There's also knit cuffs, although these are getting a little ragged. And one reason for that is right here where you join the zipper together, there's a patch of Velcro. And that can snag that ribbed cuff and eventually cause it to break down. I got a solution for that I'll show you here in a minute. All right, now this has a wire in it, so you can shape it. You can do whatever you want with it. You can see like that. You can roll it back, and it'll stay there if you don't want the fur in your way. This is very lightweight. It doesn't feel like you're wearing anything. It feels like you're wearing, an overcoat, but the down is very lightweight. Now, this one will mat down throughout the course of the day. It'll mat down in your armpit, and it'll mat down in here. But here's the thing. You get done wearing it, you throw it in the driver with a tennis ball, and it fluffs it all back up again. Like in 10 minutes. You just put it on the air fluff setting, not heat. And then the car test. Now this one has all of the slack brought out of it, but that wire covers my face up, and that fur is not even touching any part of my face at all. So externally I have 8 pockets, 2 here, 2 here. And my phone will very easily fit into either one of these, so will my wallet. Like it just swallows it up. It holds it sideways. You have 2 hand warmer pockets here. And then there's actually, it's a pocket inside of a pocket. I can't really show you on camera. I don't think it'll show up. Maybe. There's a little thing here where you go in and it's fleece lined inside here and it's nylon in here, and these zip up. Although I haven't really used, so the zippers are a little hard to operate. But you also have the option of using these hand warmer pockets down here. Exactly the same, but it's not a pocket inside of a pocket. And then inside, you have one security pocket here that's zippered. Love that instead of the Velcro. That actually works pretty fast. And then you have a large pocket down here, and it is a very large pocket. I don't know if any of you guys play Magic the Gathering. Here's a commander deck box. Get the snow skirt out of the way. There. Now that's not very comfortable. But I'm just showing you how big that pocket, and then I can zip it up. So it's bulky, but that's a 100 card deck. Let me get it out of there because I put it in upside down and I dumped the cards out. All right, last comparison. And this is really no comparison, but I want to show off my my new snow mantra. So there's a couple of factors that got me to buy this. This is my old reliable red. Now this is a large. Oh, and just so you know, this is an extra large. I could very easily layer underneath this. This is very roomy. This one, not so much. I'll put this on quick. Not completely, just to show you though. This is getting a little tight on me. So, yeah, there's nothing to pull out here. This is the outer skin of the parka that I'm pulling on here. The inside is right up against my body. So not a lot of room to layer with this one. But this parka by itself, with this pair of snow bibs that I got here, I'll show you these. These came from Kmart. I bought these about 6 years ago. $40. Kmart was going out of business. This and that kept me warm at 38 below plus wind chill factor. But this is my pride and joy here. Now Canada Goose, they've been around for a very long time. Before they were called Canada Goose, they were called Metro Sportswear. And let's see if it shows it on here. Yeah, let's see if the camera picks this up. I don't know how much battery my light's got left in it, but Metro Sportswear. And then the parka line, they called Snow Goose. So that's the big difference in the medallion. This one says Snow Goose of Canada, Arctic Program. And the newer ones, they all say Canada Goose Arctic Program now. So, this one is going to be just as every bit as good as the red one. It is identical in manufacture. It has pockets on the inside to put hand warmers for, to keep you warm. It has a fleece-lined chin guard that goes on the inside. There's a long pocket here, which I think is for a grappling hook and some rope, because there's this interesting nylon strap here. There's a patch. That one doesn't show up very good. Let me show you an old red here. That I'm pretty sure is to write somebody's name on it. And there's one pocket over here that's Velcro on the top and side. And I think that's honestly for carrying a gun, because up in the Arctic, you know, polar bears. And there's one absolutely mammoth, huge pocket right here that I can carry my play mat for Magic the Gathering and wear this thing. And it even goes under the snow skirt completely. So this thing, I know you can wear at 38 below with a bibs. You can probably go colder than that layering. And you can layer a lot with this one. So like I said, I'm a 2X. And I've actually got the waist cord pulled tight, because I don't like this thing like shifting around. But up in the top, you can see just how much I can pull from the front. A lot of room in this. And then to go all the way up with it. Oh, let me show you my little trick. So if you've got this thing, and this is vintage, I'm trying to keep it nice. It has a really, really cool shoulder badge. But you don't see these anywhere. These are kind of rare in this condition. So yeah, there's these really heavy knit cuffs. This looks more like a toque, that kind of weaving, whereas the black one has more of a smooth texture. You can really see the difference in the new and the old. So I'm trying to keep this pristine, wearing it only to nice places, and you know, trying to keep it clean. So first of all, you can see just how deep the hood is. If you have a 30-mile-an-hour wind and you're heading straight into the wind, you feel very, very little of it come onto your face. Especially if you're wearing one of these, which I was going to pull this on just to show you, but I'm already running close to 30 minutes right now. Actually wondering if I am still running. Let's see quick. Okay. Yeah, 27:50, so I'm just about ready to wrap this up. This one actually has a really heavy wire. This is kind of like a coat hanger, like a wire coat hanger. This one, you can kind of see there's no effort to this at all. To bending this. It does hold its shape. But this one holds its shape after you take it off. So this you can actually pull right below your mouth. And zip it all the way up. And shape that to your liking. I don't know if you can hear me or not. Oh, kink right there. And you probably can't even see my face right now. Maybe if I roll the fur back a little bit. And there's still a good 3 inches from the rim to my face. So this way, there's a good, like I can stick my hand all the way in here and touch my face. And my hand just disappears. But this has been a lot of slack taken up here too. That comes out. Now you can really see touching my face. So here's my little secret trick. Oh, this is getting really warm. And I turned the furnace off so it wouldn't kick on while I'm recording. Right here on this piece of Velcro, I've got the opposite piece of Velcro that I just got, like a Joann's Fabrics. I cut it off to length and put it on there. So whenever I put this on, and I like these nice big zippers. They go together really fast. You don't have to mess around. You smooth out the Velcro that does catch. And this is actually really strong Velcro on this. The newer ones, they're not so much. You peel this off and smooth it down. There it is. And then you stick that in the pocket. And this out has, I showed you the inside pockets. Here's the outside ones. You have a Napoleon pocket here, which is big enough for a Galaxy Tab. You have a pocket in here that is inside of this pocket, and I carry some tissues in it. But this is also big enough for a regular size phone. This has the same way, has a mesh pocket on the inside where you can carry something there. And then these two pieces, and I don't know why they do this, they have Velcro where you can take and fold that in. I guess if you really don't like that medallion. And there's still Velcro there where you can cover that up. You can do the same thing on this side too. Oh, and then this has a kind of a milky colored plastic that is supposed to withstand 80 below Fahrenheit. And that's for putting your ID in so that, you know, if they find you out on the ice, they know who you are. And then two really huge bellows pockets in the front. The only thing I don't like about the Snow Mantras is your hand warmer pockets are all the way down here, which is almost at arm's length for me. I mean, it pretty much is. So, you know, I'm more the type of guy, I like to put my hands like up here and then hang my elbows. So, the Canada weather gear, the one thing that I will say that it does have going for it, that I wish the Expedition had. I'll bring it back out here. Oh yeah, and if you wanted to sleep in one of the Snow Mantras, I wouldn't recommend it because you'll probably be all sweaty when you wake up if you're riding in the car, but you can pull that hood way over your face. So this, the fur zips off. So you can wash it separate.